Yeah, what's cracking YouTube? My name is Eclihpse, and today we're going to be going over some brand new balance changes for a new Clash Royale update. Now this update is coming out on April 19th, and according to my calculations, that is on Wednesday, so be on the lookout for this. Now real quickly, if you hear any birds chirping in the background, I just want to let you all know I do have my window open, and that's because my room is about 5 million degrees right now, and if I close my window, I know for a fact I'll be sweating bullets. So if you hear any dogs, lawnmowers, or birds, don't be alarmed. It's just that I'm lazy and don't want to close my window. So yeah, with that taken care of, let's begin. The first card that is being affected is the lovely Royal Giant, and essentially Supercell is just making his deployment time go to 2 seconds from 1 second. So that means when the enemy puts him down, you'll have more time to prepare for him. Now personally, I don't think this is too big of a deal. I don't really hate the Royal Giant. I know a lot of my friends do. Like, so many people have a death wish for this card, and the Royal Giant only annoys me if the enemy destroys one of my towers and then they begin to place him on the middle of my base. That right there pisses me off, but in general, I don't find the Royal Giant too much of a pain, so this nerf right here isn't gonna affect me too much. But hey, Supercell, thank you for nerfing a card that everyone seems to hate. Next up, we have the beloved Elite Barbarians, and they're taking 4% of their hit points away, and they're making their initial attack speed 0.1 seconds slower. That way, Elite Barbs will be easier to take out, and their first swing will be ever so slightly slower. Now, the Elite Barbs, again, they're like a hit or miss. Most of the time, I don't have a hard time countering them. However, I know a lot of my friends absolutely hate this card with a passion. Like, whenever I watch my brother play, he seems to screw up countering this card every single time, and somehow the Elite Barbs make it to his tower no matter what he does. So for me, this change isn't gonna affect me too much, but if you're just the average player who seems to hate this card with a passion, you're gonna love this nerf as well. After that, we have the Furnace, and the Furnace is getting 5% of its hit points taken away. Now I do definitely agree with this one. I have the Furnace in one of my decks, and I 100% admit the Furnace is way too good. So Supercell taking 5% of the hit points away really is not a big deal at all, and I 100% see where they're coming from on this one. Now after that, we have a change coming to the Goblin Hut, and they're actually adding 5% of hit points to this card. Now, I'm kind of skeptical on this because originally I hate spawners. Like, no matter what spawner it is, I hate it. So Tombstone, Goblin Hut, Barbarian Hut, and yes, the Furnace, I think all of the cards are very, very annoying. So now they're adding 5% of hit points to a card I hate. That right there is gonna drive me crazy, and when people use spawners, it is just not fun to deal with. So the fact that they're making the Goblin Hunt a little bit stronger, that does annoy me. However, it is only 5%, so is it a big deal? Probably not, and I'm not gonna judge this one too much just because I haven't seen how it plays out yet. Now next up, we have the Elektra Wizard, and they're making his hit speed 0.1 seconds slower than it currently is. So again, another very, very minor change, and I do admit the Elektra Wizard can be an annoying card. Like, whenever the enemy places one, I make it one of my top priorities to take out, just because if the Elektra Wizard hits my tower, that thing just does so much damage, and it is a great card at countering pretty much any card in the game. So again, I see where Supercell is coming from on this one. The Elektra Wizard is overpowered. I run it in one of my decks, and am I pissed off about this? No, not really whatsoever. Now this next change, I'm probably the most sketchy about this one because Supercell is adding 6% more damage to the Executioner. I thought this card was already good enough, but apparently not, because they're making the Executioner even better. So in the current state of Clash Royale, if you just put a tornado down with an Executioner, 99.999% of the time, the Executioner is gonna wipe out everything in its path. But since they're giving this thing 6% more damage, the Executioner is just gonna go absolutely crazy. So if you don't already have this card in your deck, you might as well add it, because after these balance changes come out, I can guarantee you this card is gonna wreak some havoc. Up next, we have the Balloon, and the death damage is getting delayed to 3 seconds from 1 second. So at the moment, as soon as the Balloon dies, he drops that big bomb, and pretty much anything in front of the bomb blows up instantly. So now, since they're increasing the time it takes for the bomb to blow up, this is gonna give your troops a bit longer to get away from that thing and hopefully survive. Now personally, I have some bad experience with the balloon because this card always seems to take out all of my troops. You use a minion horde on this thing, as soon as the balloon falls, all of your minions die. You use a musketeer to counter the balloon, as soon as the balloon falls, your musketeer is pretty much dead. So I'm hoping that after this update does come out, a little bit more of my troops will be able to survive. But again, I'm just gonna have to wait and see how this does play off. Next up on our list, we have the skeleton army, and whenever you deploy this card, it's gonna spawn 14 skeletons instead of 15. Is this a big deal? Really not. I can't see this affecting too many people. So let's just move on to the final card, and this is the Lumberjack, and they're adding 4% more hit points to this. So I do agree with this one. The Lumberjack is definitely an underrated card. Was adding hit points the right decision? I'm not too sure. I don't really tend to use the Lumberjack myself, but really, is this change gonna annoy me? Probably not. But now that we have this list all taken care of, I want to hear from you guys. What is one card you would like to see Supercell change and why? Please leave me that down in the comment section below. Because for me, one card that I would love to see get a massive buff is the Bomber. I feel like not a lot of people use this card, so Supercell can either add more hit points to the card, give it more damage, or even increase the radius of the bomb. Just do something to give this card more love, because in the current state of Clash Royale, no one uses the Bomber, and I feel like it's gonna remain that way for quite some time. So guys, that is everything I have to say for this video. If you enjoyed it, please feel free and give it a like down below. But this has been Eclihpse. Thank you all for watching, and peace out.